Choose you this day whom you will serve. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. I was getting one of my daily doses of AJ's rant and reactions on YouTube, and I come across these females that are acting a little interesting, shall we say. I guess it's normal for them and becoming normal for society, and that's not a good thing. But anyway, I've been paying a lot of attention to psychology and body language, and noticing that a lot of these people are a bunch of bananas, so to speak. Every now and then I'll leave some comments on the on the videos explaining some of the things I notice that don't get pointed out that maybe should. And so we're gonna sit here and watch the section of video, and I might end up pausing it here and there to add some commentary, and then I'll toss my comment on at the end and narrate.
Tattooed so young, even with your parents' approval. Man, oh man, oh man. Guys, they're hashtags. Hashtag tattoo regret. Hashtag tattoo tour. Hashtag girl with tattoos clown world.
I realized that some of my tattoos I only got because I was on a tattoo high.
Look at that.
I'm gonna show you the ones that I am not fond of anymore.
Okay, enjoy this moment of the most normal. She's going to appear for the rest of this video, and she already looks strange with her cut off ponytails and the beanie on when she's inside. But all these quick body movements and her eyes moving around. Again, just a few moments in, I already know she's a bunch of bananas. All right, let's get on with it.
Love to get lasered off, but it's so expensive.
Ugh.
Love to get lasered off. It's so expensive.
My predictions were accurate. And you gotta wonder, again, look at her eyes. She's staring at herself and her phone, making those faces, talking this way.
Ugh.
The first one would be the sparkles.
Ooh, on her hand?
I know they're so cute. I just don't like how close it is to this, and I need this to be more legible.
Why do you need it to be more legible?
It's supposed to say Maranatha, but it bled into each other. I really love this one, and I love this one, and I love the olive branch, but maybe just like not.
She says she loves the tattoos, but she doesn't know what love is. Look at those eyes.
That, maybe like one on my finger, 1, 2, like maybe this, and not the whole hand. See how cute?
See, that quick, sudden movements and quick little flash changes of emotions and stuff, you'll see that going on a lot. Now, is it performance for online, or is it something that they do in their normal day-to-day life with other people, or are they online so much they don't get involvement with other normal people on day-to-day? That may be the case. There's another good pause. Again, just look at that face. Just such a wild mix of semi-raging emotions. Just, you can't make this stuff up. All right, let's listen to what AJ's got to say.
This looks like something that dudes get in jail with, like a fountain pen and some like soot. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if it's following a trend, and I wonder if that trend has anything to do with trying to look tough, like a prisoner, ex-convict or something. Another fake display of manliness. Rawr.
Okay, I do love this one.
What?
It's based off of Romans. I was dead, but now I'm alive in Christ.
If that wasn't the lie of the century.
But now I'm like thinking how it's gonna bleed the older that I get. And I'm just like
She got the mentality of a toddler. I believe they call that arrested development.
I love this one though, but this needs to be fixed because the guy did it way too close, and you could
Okay, I'm over here double checking my Bible reference, and I may have gotten my point a little wrong, saying that it's about loving herself, but I'm sure that's what the way she took it in a selfish way. Either way, honestly, I can't even tell what verse exactly she's talking about, but I think she's talking about the 34th verse, even though it looks almost like 30 or 36 on her arm. Can't even get that right.
It's just gonna get worse over time, but I like the 3D heart. It's based off of John 13:34.
Okay, yeah, I misunderstood and thought it said love yourself as I have loved the church, but it's still the same point though, that that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. She's taking it not as she's got to give out the love, but that God loves her and that everyone else loves her too, because the Bible says for them to love me. That's the way I'm taking that she's taking it. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay, I would probably get rid of this little one and this little one.
What is this?
It's like a flash tattoo. I shouldn't have never got it. And then
There it is. I had to do a little work and enhance it and reverse it to get it to read. It looks like it says a love letter to you from the Church of the blank, and she has the word Psalm down at the bottom. But again, that tattoo is just so selfish. A love letter to you. Oh, how sweet. Somebody loves me. She's really got a hole in her soul, if you know what I mean.
I do like this one. I'm just trying to think about when I'm older. Am I gonna want this on my arm? This? Great. Love it. My first one. Love it. And then I love, oh, how he loves us. I love this. And then this is for my brother, and that's for my sister. And that's Abba Father. Here's the alabaster jar. That's so cute.
Yeah, I think that's Arrested Development right there. If that's, again, not just a performance and an act put on for the camera. But, you do it long enough, and I guess it becomes normal for you. Or maybe she really did never grow up. That's what I really think happened.
This one's cute, but I'm also thinking, do I want
Guys, I talked about Christian feminism on this channel.
This was a perfect spot to pause it. Look at her face and her expression to continue proving what I'm talking about her emotions just being totally out of touch with reality and all obsessed on something that's just totally insignificant in, the grand scheme of life and living. And it's all about vanity. It's all about pride. It's all about how she thinks she appears to, I guess, others. I don't know, maybe I'm off on that. Anyway, okay, so the other thing is AJ, I gotta say that there is no such thing as Christian feminism. There is no such thing as a feminist that's a Christian. You can't have one and be the other. Sorry, bro. You can be a Christian in name only, So anyway.
And guys, you notice how she's getting all these religious tattoos? Look at that. Look at her face where I paused it. Guys, why? Why would someone go, oh yay, I found religion, I found Christianity, so I'm gonna get a bunch of tattoos?
Even though the Bible says you're not supposed to get tattoos.
Clown world.
this forever on myself? Like, why did I do that?
Because I believe you have schizophrenia. I believe your mental illness has gone far beyond dissociate disorder.
That one's cute. This one's cute. I like this one, but most people cannot tell that it's a lion and a lamb, so it makes you want to get rid of it.
And I imagine that's symbolic of her emotional regulation disorder.
And then I love this one. I don't know what I think about this one anymore. This was one of my first ones. And then All Hail King Jesus.
Man, I'm telling you, this video is so full of the perfect pauses. There's just a never-ending source of content from these people. Anyway, yeah, I ain't got nothing on that Hail Jesus one, except the artwork looks like a really creepy, crazy, not very well done. Really didn't care about the quality of all this work putting into the religious expression. Kind of like you cheaped out on it.
I don't know.
And there's that crazy overexpression again.
There it is again. There it is, guys. Come on now. What are you talking about?
I don't like this one. And then I have it on my shoulder. Can you see? I'm gonna rip my shirt. made in the image of God. It's like a little abstract.
There it is. Look at
I
that.
like that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Made in the image of God with no reference. And she's more believing that she's made in the likeness of a God. And that's why she likes that verse so much. Yeah.
I don't know. Does anybody want to get... Does anyone have a free option of laser tattoo removal?
How about you do what an adult would do and accept it? You know, you could put all that money into charity, you know, helping the homeless and the needy, you know, maybe adopting some... Oh, wait a minute. No, we don't want you to have any children, which I bet you have plenty of them, out of wedlock. It's actually quite terrifying for the children.
Anyways, so
Look at that.
Ow! This is just a PSA. If you're on a TikTok, a tattoo high, don't get all the ones that you think are so cute that you want. My boyfriend says they're so cute and they're just so you, and I'm like, that's great. I don't want all of them. How about
She has a boyfriend? What kind of man would put up with that? Not a real man, that's for sure.
oh my God.
Yeah, he has to say that so he can keep smashing, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's an emasculate male who won't control his nature.
Looks kind of weird with some open space, but now I'm just like, I should have never gone. So don't get it just because you're like, that's so cute. Because in 3 years you might be like, I never thought I would not like any of the ones that I have. Wrong. So just a PSA. PSA, what's it? Most. So, just a PSA. And if you have something you want to get rid of, and if you have something you want to get rid of, and if you have something you want to get rid of, I'm right there with you. It's okay.
Guys, I've seen a lot of annoying people on TikTok, and I have to say, this probably takes the cake as one of the most annoying knuckleheads.
Okay, so here's my comment. Again, I think I got a little wordage wrong in the Bible verse, but I think she got the verse wrong on her arm. Anyways, I looked up the verse in John that she got the heart tattoo in reference to, quotes, to love thyself. Again, it was actually a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. And I think, though, she's making it sound like God's commanding everyone, including himself, to love her. But anyway, took what she said about another religious tattoo. She quotes, made in the image of God. Again, I believe she's got that to the wanting it, not that we were created in the image of God in the proper reference, but that she has the privileges and powers of God because she claims to be a Christian. So all that Christianity means to her is another self-validation technique to use until it eventually fails and she'll move on to another. She has sold her soul a long time ago, and she'll likely never pay it back before it's too late. If you actually believe in being eternally judged when you stop breathing for more than 5 minutes. You know, I was basically trying to say death without getting a censorship on the algorithm. No way she is focused or even has thoughts like this in the back of her mind. Okay, that's the really important part. She doesn't even have thoughts of being eternally judged and being held accountable in the back of her mind. It's a form of mental retardation, even, I would say, if you could accept where I'm coming from with that. Anyway, I kept saying from near the beginning that this person is a bunch of bananas, if you know what I mean. She's psychotic, is what I was trying to say, again, without the algorithm. The tattoos are just a symptom, and the only way out seems to be forced sterilization of people like this, criminalization of unlicensed pregnancy, both of which I opposed because we need less government forced planning. Of course, that wordage of the unlicensed pregnancy and forced sterilization probably got me banned as well. Heck, it might get this video banned. Let me know in the comments if you saw this or not. Or the government could just stop giving other people's money for their children and encouraging student loans while raising children for those parents, even if it's through social media. But that's not politically profitable, i.e. buys votes and establishes them forever in the political offices to basically do money laundering at this point. However, it is unsustainable, unlike having actual faith in God. Sane people read the Bible and get what I get, the righteous direction out of it. I missed a comma there. She picks and chooses a few bits here and there to pervert and fuel her psychotic agenda. That's the P word I've been avoiding for that YouTube algorithm. Let's take a look at another religious tattoo. Her lion and the lamb. Could very well be symbolic of bipolarism, the two extremes of an emotional state, the victim and the aggressor, not ever in the middle, but ultimately it's used for manipulation and not treated for the disorder that it actually is. I actually have it, and I can tell you it's a couple of weeks of serious lack of motivation and a couple of weeks of way too much motivation, not in a specific time either, and you just kind of adapt to it. You kind of force yourself to do things you don't want to do when you're down, and you force yourself to sit still when you're up. Dissociate identity, two or more personalities that basically come from the bipolar above. I think it's more of a manifestation and a way of adapting. And then schizophrenia has to do with the actual splitting of the mind. I assume it's the worst, as the only pattern, maybe no pattern at all, to which direction they'll go except straight up delusional. That's what I believe many of these people are. They really need to not be out in public until they can think properly for themselves. But that doesn't get the politicians into office to spend other people's money to continue to fuel the fire until it collapses. Anyway, don't forget to watch the original video and subscribe to AJ as well. His rants and reactions, man, they're great. I watch them a few times a day and jump in on the live chats all the time. Maybe one of these days he'll let me call in. All right, until next time, have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed that video at least as much as I enjoy life to make it so far. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you care to. And boy, here comes the rain. And I gotta be at church for soup kitchen in an hour. Rain, rain, go away, come back another day. Jane K, got anything else to say today? I guess not. Well, stay tuned. I've got more to come, and I think I'm going to make more videos like this. I think I do a pretty good job on my format. See you next time.